Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, I have some news about a swing voter focus group. You guys know how I love me some focus groups. This one was conducted about 2 weeks ago. It included 13 Wisconsin swing voters. So, these people were Wisconsin voters who went from Trump to Biden. And before you guys waste your tippy tappy fingers telling me, Gina, it's only 13, that's not enough. I know, as I always say, this is just a sampling. This group called Engages, they do these focus groups on a regular basis. They've been doing them for years. They did it with focus groups with people who went from Obama to Trump. And so it just gives a good baseline, and it also shows if there's any shift in how people are viewing various details, various items, various, policy agendas, what have you. So here's the breakdown of among these 13 people. With their political affiliation, 4 of them identify as Democrats, 3 as Republicans, 6 as independents. 2 out of the 13 said they regret voting for Biden. 5 out of the 13 said they would take Trump back, which is not good. Now, one of them said he cultivated positive relationships with foreign countries. I have to laugh because, I'm sitting there going, he really did. You know what? He had such positive relationships with foreign countries that they were giving him money hand over fist, that they actually gave his son-in-law $2 billion. That's how great a relationship he had with foreign countries. These people don't think things through. This person also said, the same woman said she was unsure if she would vote for Trump if he's convicted of a felony. But this is how just uninformed some of these people are. This same woman who said, I don't know if I'll vote for him if he's convicted of a felony, she said that she was so confused because Trump had already been convicted this year and he wasn't in prison. So she's not understanding what's going on. So this is how little some people are paying attention, that they don't understand the difference between a felony conviction and being found liable in a civil court, in a civil case. So luckily, the person conducting the focus group pointed that out. Still don't know if she truly got it. But anyway, they asked about the State of the Union. Overall, the comments were positive, more positive than negative. Then they asked about a Biden versus Trump head-to-head rematch. They said if the election was held tomorrow, if it was just the two of them, just Trump versus Biden, who would you vote for? 8 of them said they would go for Biden. 5 said they would go for Trump. When third-party candidates were introduced into the mix, it got a little interesting. So they gave them 5 options: Biden, Trump, Kennedy, Jill Stein, and Cornel West. So out of this group, 7 of them would still vote for Biden. So he loses 1 person. Trump would then only get 2 votes. So clearly it's eating into his margin more. 2 of them would go for Robert F. Kennedy, and then 2 of them would go for Stein. No one said that they would vote for Cornel West, which I found shocking. But anyway, these tended to be, I think, as you can see from their voting pattern, a little more mainstream, a little more conservative people overall. So I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't go for Cornel West. Maybe they don't know anything about him. I don't know. But almost all of them, this was also very interesting, said that they would be less likely to vote for Bobby Kennedy if he picks Aaron Rodgers, the baseball player, as his VP. And a lot of them busted out laughing when they heard that he was considering him. One of them said that Aaron Rodgers was crazy. I mean, yes, this is a guy who has literally thrown out there the whole, conspiracy theory about children being shot in Connecticut the whole Sandy Hook thing. He thought, or he at least made comments at the time that he thought that it was, just some sort of false flag operation, or it was BS, or they were, actors, or what have you. So yeah, the guy is nuts, should not be anywhere near the White House. Anyway, they then showed these focus groups, because it was split into two different groups, a group of 6, a group of 7. So they showed each of them two different ads. They first showed them an ad created by a Trump super PAC. Now, this ad showed Biden kind of having trouble coming up with certain words and, not looking really sharp and on the ball. Only one of these people in all 13 said that it was an effective ad, that it would make them less likely to vote for Biden, or at least consider not voting for Biden. That actually shocked me, because a lot of them voiced concerns over Biden's age in general over the course of this focus group. So to see them then slam this ad, and a lot of them said that it just seemed kind of cruel, that it seemed like, you could do this with anyone. Everyone loses words from time to time and forgets what they were saying, what have you. Then they were shown another ad, but this is the one that Biden had put out recently, where he says, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret, but here's all the things I've gotten done. And then at the end, they have like the little cutoff where he makes the joke that, I'm young and energetic and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, the vast majority of these 13 people said, yes, it was a good ad. It made an effective case for reelecting Biden. One person was very confused by Biden's ad and didn't quite understand that all of the things that he was talking about, he actually has done. So again, just shows you how little people are paying attention. But they then went on to talk about the border. All 13 of these people said that they were concerned about the southern border. What was very telling, though, is that 9 out of the 13 are angry with Trump for stepping in to intervene in that border bill that both sides had negotiated and put on the table and wanted to try to pass. They all, 9 of them, 9 out of 13, blame Trump. 8 of them, though, and again, this is just mind-blowing, 8 out of the 13 said that they still think that Trump would be better at protecting the border than Biden. It's unreal. 8 of them approved of Biden's credit card late fee crackdown. You guys might have heard about that. The Biden administration has limited late fees. It's something like $8 now, whereas a lot of these companies were charging in the $30 range. It's unbelievable to me. You have 5 people who disapproved, and they cited things like fiscal responsibility. And one of them said, oh, you don't want to start telling companies what they can and can't do. That's communism. I mean, I'm sorry, but when we're bailing these companies out, yeah, we have every right to tell them what the hell that they can do and not do. That's just the way it goes. When they are getting bailed out with our taxpayer dollars, no. And I find it so gross. There's such a lack of empathy from some of these people. Have you ever heard of, an emergency? Like, these people have no clue that there are people out there in the world who don't have health insurance, and maybe they have a major medical issue that comes up, and they have thousands of dollars worth of medical bills, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in medical bills. I worked in a company negotiating medical bills, and I had there was a patient who had cancer, who had $100,000 bills coming in monthly because the treatment that this person was receiving was out of network. So these people are clueless. They think everyone is in the same boat as they are. They probably all work for someone who offers them health insurance, and it's not an issue. But they never think, sometimes the breadwinner in the family dies. Things like that happen. What do you do? Yeah, you're going to fall behind on your bills sometimes. So it's just unbelievable how selfish some people can be. Anyway, none of them, when asked, agreed with Louisiana's IVF decision. So even with the makeup of this group and some of them obviously being much more conservative and a couple of Republicans in the group, they did not agree with that at all whatsoever. They also felt like what the Louisiana governor had done to try to backfill this issue, that they said that was not legitimate. It was not going to help. It was not going to do the job. And it still leaves a lot of people open to prosecution, to all kinds of financial responsibilities and being sued and what have you. So, so those were the top line results. There were other things they asked about, but as far as what's going on politically right now, that's where it stands. So I will let you all know if I hear any more or when I come across another interesting focus group. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.